Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the My Dream Podcast channel. My Dream Podcast channel. We're live right now. Let's see who's in the building. Jordan is in the building. Miss J, area code Nadine Armstrong, Mr. Death Announcement. Check in. Crosby, Noob the God, Kenny, Dreadflex, that Drummond, One Death Away. Check in, notifications going out live on both channels. However, the live will only be continuing. Hola, Sila. The live will only be continuing on my Dream Podcast channel. As you know, I just go live on the Citadel so people can know to head over. Check in, people. Check in. Hit the like button. Hit the like button as you forward in. Yeah. Check in, Data Lifestyle, Bank Society, D Will, Money. Yeah, check in. I see y'all checking in. And if you're over there on the Citadel, yeah, I'm gonna drop the link and you head over to my Dream Podcast channel, even though you should already be subscribed to my Dream Podcast. You should already be subscribed and getting those notifications from over there. So yeah, you can head on over. Yeah, do the right thing. Do the right thing. Rich Wire check in. Real Dancehall. Vendetta Stronghold. All right, I see y'all checking in. We're gonna have the discussion today. Very, very, very serious discussion today. And if you're faint of heart, if you're soft, if you're queasy, I think you might want to cut. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a tough conversation today. It ain't gonna be pretty. So again, if you're weak, if you know you can't handle tough conversation, yeah, you might want to just head out. You feel me? Like, yeah, you might want to dip. Yeah, I'm just letting you know from now. You might want to dip because it's gonna get real sticky over here today. The conversation we're gonna be having, yeah, it's gonna be a serious one that has been long coming, long in the making. So we're gonna be having that conversation today. So let me see who's checking in, ladies and gentlemen. Forward up, get comfortable, cause we're gonna have a tough conversation today. Let me see. Over the My Dream, we got 53 people checking in so far. We still have 20 plus people over there on the Citadel. So head on over. Let's get 100 people in the building and check in. If you're not a member of this channel, do consider becoming a member. Dancehall Therapist is in the building. Oosh Prince is in the building. Blunt Mash, Black Lion, KP, Michael Brown. If the yeah, yo, if you know you're soft, you know you can't go conversation, I suggest leave. Cause people are getting at them feelings today. This one right here is about to be a very, very serious conversation. And trust me, it's gonna be a serious conversation across the board for everybody. Everybody. So, yo, it's gonna get serious. No, I started a conversation over on dancehall news and reviews because Queen Africa was saying free Vybz Cartel. A lot of people say free Vybz Cartel. And I'm a bit confused when people say free Vybz Cartel. I am confused. The reason I'm confused is that is he innocent or guilty? Or do they, those who say free Vibes Cartel, do they care if he's innocent or guilty? That is a question I'm asking today. The first of many questions that I'm asking today. The first question is if he's guilty. I mean, I'm not speaking of if he's found guilty or not found guilty. I'm asking if he's actually guilty in real life, if he actually did it or behind it. Do you still say free Vibes Cartel? That's the question I'm asking today. To everyone that's here, those watching on the playback as well, you can drop a comment. Do you say free Vibes Cartel, regardless, innocent or guilty? Let's see. I want to see some comments. This is a serious, genuine question. I have follow-up questions. I have a lot of follow-up questions. Ladies and gentlemen, over there on the Citadel, please click the link and head over to the My Dream Podcast channel now. So, that announcement says, don't care. Gully side say he's actually guilty. The court already proved that. Esmar, he is actually guilty. Okay. So, here's the next question. Ladies and gentlemen, are we pro murder and killing? Or are we pro murder and killing? Are you pro murder or killing? I'm asking everyone here. I'm asking everyone. Are you pro murder and killing? Do you support murderers and killers? Yes or no? Let's go. Let me see them comments. Mr. Death Announcement says no. I call cap. I call cap. I call cap. I call cap on every single one of you that's going to type no or not at all. I call bullshit. The world is this. We all are supporters of crime and violence. We all support murdering and killing. We can all admit it. Come on, people, wake up and smell the breeze. As I said, it's going to be a tough conversation today. If I came here and I told y'all I do not support murder and killing, I am a liar. I would be a liar. Let's hypothetically speak. If I'm walking down the street, and I see, I'm going to say a man, I beat a man to death. I say, Jesus Christ, how the man I beat the man to death? Or if I see a video of somebody beating somebody to death, torturing them, I'm like, oh my God, that's so evil. First question, what did that person do? Oh, that person raped my daughter. That person molested my little baby. That person raped my 2-year-old. What you think I'm going to say? Stop, don't hurt him, let the justice system deal with it. What do you think? Am I going to run and get in the way and try to stop it? Question, would you try to stop it? Would you object? Come on, people. Come on. I'm not even. Buju Banton once said, yo, how it a go? Head a figure rule. If a boy molest me 5-year old, how it a go? Me last or me gun. Rasta and a Rasta, them boy they are done. How it a go? Skin a figure bone. My question for ask you know, if it was your baby, your little innocent one, what would you do? That's the question. Would you be saying court? Would you be saying justice system? Would you be saying justice system where they can get off on technicalities? Would you? Would you? Would you leave it up? Would you leave it in the hands of the justice system? Or would you take it matters into your own hands? Would you? If a man rape or murder your little daughter, your little baby, would you leave it in the hands of the justice system? Are you that confident in the justice system? That's the question I must ask all of you today. I must ask, what if the person was an entertainer? Imagine if an entertainer, a popular superstar, did something horrific to one of your loved ones. Huh? Would you? That's the question I must ask. Nashia Young says, can know you know like Kartel, you know. And here we have someone that cannot reason because Vybz Kartel is guilty. That's not a question about it. And I don't care if Vybz Kartel walks free or not. And I'll explain why I don't care if he walks free or not. He is guilty. He was found guilty. All right. Naisha, or Nashia, whatever your name is. Let me give you a bit of reality. Do you know that Vybz Kartel lawyers are not making a case for his innocence? Do you know that his privy counsel is not hearing on innocence? They are hearing on negligence. They're looking for a technicality to overturn the verdict based on violation of privacy that the court that the prosecution shouldn't have been able to use the evidence they gathered from the telecommunication company. Do you know that they're looking for technicality based on the fact that they're saying, well, the fact that someone tried to bribe one of the jurors to come back with a not guilty verdict that possibly tainted the pool and that the judge should have went to mistrial? Do you not know these things? We can see you say that I am a Vybz Kartel hater, but what you don't realize is that you're a murderer supporter, a murderer sympathizer. That is what you are. And that is the 100% fact because you do not care. You are saying free, Vybz Kartel, no matter what, innocent or guilty. I am having a conversation because this is not about Vybz Kartel. This is an indictment on us as humanity. That's the conversation I'm having today. Vybz Kartel is just a subject, an example being used in this matter. See, the reality is this. I don't care about Clive Williams, Lizard. I don't, and even to his mother and to his family, I'll say this to them. I do not have an ounce of pity on him. I do not feel sorry for Clive Williams. Do anybody here is a criminal, right? The Gaza fans, they themselves say, a bad man that a criminal that he mix up in a thing so him get to him, anything him get him for take, no? Can we all agree that he's a criminal and that he deserve what he got because he is a criminal? I mean, at least he was a gun bag. I don't know if he's a murderer, rapist, or anything, but he was at least a bad man, a criminal, a gun bag. Yes or no? We know this to be a fact based on the conviction, based on the arguments and what transpired to cause this conviction, right? So here is the thing. I don't have an ounce of pity for Clive Williams. And I say that with no remorse. Likewise, I do not have an ounce of pity for Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, Kyra, any one of them. I do not have an ounce of pity. Why would I? If Clive Williams is a bad man, they're all bad man. So whatever they get, they all deserve whatever they get. You see what I go on there, sir? You see what I go on? You see what I just did right there? Because the truth is, if Lizard, the indictment on Lizard being a bad man, then the rest of them, they're from the same fruit. They're the same bunch. So what? I'm supposed to have pity for Sean Storm and Kartel them and none for Lizard? No, we not see nothing. What do you mean? You know what would have been really interesting? If the defense was actually trying to prove innocence, and let's say they had evidence to say that Clive Williams is still alive, or they found his body, or if they could prove that one, he wasn't murdered, or two, he was murdered elsewhere, or something. I don't have any reasonability, Naisha Young, because you are illiterate, fully ignorant, with no form of sense whatsoever, fully illiterate and dunce. Fact is this: Vybz Kartel was convicted, and his first appeal was denied. And this is the final appeal, and we're gonna see the result is yet to come. So up until till this point, he's a convicted murderer. So tell me why and how I don't have any reasoning ability. Please, please, I don't have any reasoning ability. But he was found guilty of murder based on eyewitness testimony. Based on eyewitness testimony. But I am the one who don't have any reasoning ability. Yo, you got to be fucking kidding me. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. People, this is why I say this is an indictment on us as human beings. Because it goes to show you, back to my conversation, back to my conversation. If Vybz Kartel was your loved one, would it matter? Would you care? Would you say free him? If he was my loved one, I would be saying free Vybz Kartel. I would be saying free Vybz Kartel. You see where I'm coming from? And let's be honest. If you are a fan of Vybz Kartel and you're invested, you're gonna say free Vybz Kartel. That only makes sense. Because we as human beings, we do not care. We actually support murderers, killers, rapists, etc., etc. We actually do. So we can all sit here and play like, oh, we're some form of innocent, that we are all innocent. No, we're all a part of this tainted world. We're all just as bad. If you think about it, it's an indictment on all of us. I find it so interesting. Like I'm watching Isaac Buchanan, right, doing his job, and he's up there parading in front of the court, in front of the chief justices, and I'm there listening to the argument, and I was just dumbfounded at the argument. The reason I'm dumbfounded at the argument is that he's yo, this argument is insane. So listen to this, right? Basically, right? Shit is crazy. So he's making a case that the judge should have thrown out the case based on the fact that they tried to bribe the juror. And here's the thing. Here's common sense and why the justice did that, why he didn't. Anyone trying to bribe one of the jurors to come back with a not guilty verdict is trying to cause a mistrial. That is automatic. The moment you try to bribe one of the jurors, you're trying to cause a mistrial. You see what's happening here? Much like the cellular phone that was left on top of the locker and being used while it should be in evidence, you're trying to cause a mistrial. Just like when they said, oh, we saw Clive Williams, he's alive. They're trying to cause a mistrial. The letter that was forged or whatever, that you're trying to actively cause a mistrial. That is why the judge kept it going, because it was being done on purpose to cause a mistrial. Do you understand? No. Here is why you would want a mistrial. A mistrial would literally mean that they wouldn't actually retry that case. Why, you ask? For example, right? Putting witness through the process over and over, they're not going to want to do it. It's hard to get a witness to go in front of the court in the first place, much less going in front of the court year after year, like time and time again. They're not going to want to do it. Secondly, right, in this case, the cell phone evidence, being that the evidence was already gathered from the cell phone and then it was used, then if they were to redo the case, then they would reanalyze the evidence from the beginning again, gathering the evidence from scratch again, simply means they would not have that ability. The burnt down house, the a lot of the evidence, they would not be able to regather the evidence. So if they said what was used in the trial was tainted, and you would have to actually go back and gather evidence from scratch again to rebuild a case, they would have no case. That is why they would want a mistrial, because a mistrial would simply mean they would walk without a retrial. They know this. They know this to be the case. So, saying all of that to say, right? They were actively, people were actively trying to cause a mistrial. So imagine you being the judge. Put yourself in the judge's shoes or in the judge's chair, right? And you have this case in front of you, and you can see that people are trying to sway the course of justice to get these people to walk. What do you do? What would you do? What would you actually do? So people are saying, well, the justice, he should have done this and should have done that. What the hell was he supposed to do? But here's the kicker. Here's the craziest thing. Even if, even if Vybz Kartel telling them walk now, imagine this reality, that the decision the judge made caused them to actually serve over 10 years. So that is some justice over no justice. Do you understand that? So you can imagine that the judge in his thinking, like, yeah, I got them dead to right, but maybe one day the Privy Council or something will overturn this. But if I actually go mistrial, then these guys are gonna walk now. But if I continue and they're found guilty, they're gonna serve time, at least some years. And this is better than none. We can get them off the road for some time or no time. Or we're gonna do this. So, as I said, listening to Isaac Buchanan making his case, I was like dumbfounded. And I was just thinking about the justice system, and I'm like, damn, bro. Yo, the justice system really doesn't care about guilt or innocence. It's just technicalities. Can we find something to get these guys off? And that's what the lawyers are being paid to do. Can you find something? Can you make an argument to get us off? And that's fine. This is our legal system. But here's my thing, right? The people of Jamaica, our citizens of Jamaica, are weird. Very weird. And I'll say this, very, very weird. Pay attention, right? When rich people or politicians find technicalities to walk free, we cuss. We say corrupt system. We cuss the government, we cuss the justice system. Oh, them have them big fancy liar, and them liar get them off on technicality and this and that. And we're watching rich people walk on technicalities, like, for example, Beachy Stout. And we've seen people walk on technicalities. We see the X6, we see a lot of stuff. And we cuss. But then we see people pushing for Vybz Kartel and them to walk in technicality. And I'm just like, okay. So are you against corruption or are you for corruption? Because at that point, I'm just confused. I'm really, really confused. Is it because he's one of us, a quote unquote ghetto people, or something? I'm not really ghetto people, but you know what I'm saying. I'm confused, to be honest with you. So basically, the wealthy should have a different, because Vybz Kartel is one of the wealthy. Therefore, this is why Vybz Kartel can hire legal teams, these big shot attorneys, to defend him and try to get him off on technicality. Think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. The same corrupt justice system, right? The same corrupt justice system is the one that's trying to get Vybz Kartel off. Now, I don't have a problem with it at one bit. I don't have a problem. I am just saying this is an indictment on our people. See, man, of course, me World Boss fan. Bro, I am not saying Vybz Kartel should not walk free. You don't need to cuss me. I am not saying his lawyer should not argue for and fight for his freedom. They should, by all means. It's a part of the justice system. It's the game that's being played. What my conversation is on you as a person who's running around saying, yo, Vybz Cartel, free Vybz Cartel, free Vybz Cartel. If Vybz Cartel walk free, it shouldn't be a case where we're saying celebrating or something. It should be, yo, the man them bust the case, dog, the man them get off. You should be looking like bumbleclad murderers are come back in our society. That is what you should be looking at. You should be looking at that fact. But no, you don't look at that fact. And you're actually disregarding what this man have been saying. I never said Vybz Cartel killed anyone. The justice system proved that he was guilty. And his defense is trying to get him off on a technicality or on technicalities. So, sir, World Boss fan, I did not find him guilty. I wasn't one of the jurors, nor was I the judge, and I wasn't in that court. So, and I did not testify against him. So please, please get the fuck out of your feelings, bro. Bro, this man has been facing this. He has been convicted over 10 years, bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Seriously, this man has been found guilty over 10 fucking years, bro. Why the fuck are why the fuck are y'all on the internet acting like this man hasn't already been found guilty? Why the fuck you want me to tiptoe around it like he wasn't already found guilty? What? I know why. I know why, because he might send his cronies to kill me. Jesus Christ, bro. Just think about what y'all be saying, dog. So and that's what I'm saying, we're a Boss fan. If this was a case they were trying to get him off because he was innocent, where's the evidence of innocence? Because for everyone that's saying that he's not guilty, where is the evidence of innocent? Where is the evidence of innocence? Can we have some evidence of innocence, please? It shouldn't be hard. On the date and time that this alleged crime happened, he was actually somewhere else having a sip. Here's a video, here's some receipt, here is something. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So, I was a fan, and I am a fan. I'm still a fan of Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel, a DJ Palmer, and what he's convicted of has nothing to do with me being a fan of his music. Bad Boy Trevor, Batman, suck your mother. How about that right there? Apparently, you must mistake me for somebody else. I am not the nicest person, so I suggest you kindly crawl up in the body where you come from, Bad Boy Trevor, and fuck off. Because I neither fear nor care about what you have to say. Kindly, you can exit stage left. Thank you. Fuck off. No, as I was saying, bro, a lot of these people are in their feelings. They're very agitated. Bro, we're having a conversation, dog. Why can't we have a legit conversation about our society and our people? The thing is this. We cuss and we carry on and we talk about, oh, the justice system, I do this, and the justice system, I do that. But what I find crazy, how many murderers walk free time and time again? All right, Gaza Trini said they tamper with the evidence. What evidence did they tamper with? And if they tampered with the evidence, why isn't that something that's hearing? Why isn't there any argument being made for tampering? Why isn't that a case being brought up? Where is the evidence of tampering? Where is the evidence of tampering? You said tampering. You see what you're failing to understand. The phone evidence was already gathered before the phone was used. So there was no evidence tampering. Tampering. Like, what are you talking about? That's negligence. These are things that, as I find it interesting. Hold on. You know what? Is it a case that y'all are just so deep as fans that we can't actually have a reasoning, like literate, sane people? Because I'm hearing stupid conversations like evidence tampering. Have you seen anything proven about evidence tampering anywhere? Why are you saying evidence tampering? Why are you speaking on stuff that you know nothing about? Why are you repeating stuff like this? Why? I am curious. Is it a case that y'all are going around and just saying the stuff to say stuff? I am confused. All right, here's what I'm gonna do for y'all today, right? I'm literally gonna play um some of Isaac Buchanan speaking in court in front of the Privy Council. We're gonna react to some of it because y'all are saying stuff, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about, yo? Do you know what's actually being said? Do you know what's actually being brought up? What the hell is going on here, yo? This is ridiculous.
Buchanan.
If it pleases the court, Lords and ladies, I just wish to make a point, a couple points, but to start with questions, the clarifications to questions. The first one being raised by Lord Lloyd Jones, and this would have been in relation to in relation to the chamber hearing. Now, in the Jamaican context, the right of the accused to be present at all stages of the proceedings, the concept of the chamber hearing, respectfully, would be that the courtroom would become the chamber. Yeah. So the gallery would be cleared, and certainly the attorneys, the representatives, and then you would have the accused there.
The bench book says that.
That's correct. But my lord, in that situation, because it was a situation within the transcript which reflects that it was actually a conversation between one of the appellants and the son of the jury. She didn't actually see or confronted the appellant. And so she was concerned, so she only heard information, and the inquiry didn't go as far as to find out the truth of that inquiry. And so it led to a discharge. What follows from that is the opportunity would have been lost for the appellants, if questioned, or to say, well, this is not true, and then the judge would have made an informed decision. What follows from that also is that the foreman, she was a part of the questioning. She was then asked if she was allowed to, if she could continue. She says, I'm only worried about the safety of the juror number 11. And she leaves knowing the information, and it's fresh in her mind and remains in her mind. We have no way of knowing but to speculate how much conversations outside of that would have gone to the other jurors. Then, moving back to the next inquiry number 3, it is the same forewoman, and more conversations about her role, and so the taint or the poison would have gone back as far as November in a 65-day trial, and before juror number 11 left.
So that conversation he's having, what he's speaking about is the possible jury tampering, that one of the jurors were bribed, allegedly bribed or threatened, or whatever the case is. And that affected the outcome, the verdict in the end. Was there bias? Did that cause some form of tainting? Did that poison the jury pool? The fact that if someone was offering a bribe to come back with a not guilty verdict, that would be possibly tainting, because that would be, if I was a juror and someone tried to bribe me to come back with a innocent verdict, I would be like, yo, it look like them guilty. So that is what they're arguing about. Okay? Y'all paying attention? Because yo, this stuff is crazy.
So a proper inquiry could have found out, especially in a space where we do not know at what point, or if any, when it is exactly the responses, or if the other jurors could have said that that wasn't the case at the time, if a proper inquiry and asking each and every juror, not even suggesting that it be done on the oath, but if it was asked, what their responses would have been for the judge to make an informed decision. And I say this in the context that, in light of the fact that our Constitution, it places even a duty on the judge to, as the custos morum of the Constitution, to protect the rights of the appellants, that it was incumbent on him to ensure that he makes the inquiry so he protects the fair trial right.
So basically, what he's saying is the judge did not question every jury about what they know, what they heard, how that affect them. He's saying not even on the oath. Master, basically, the judge never questioned everybody. The judge only chamber one person and is like, yo, bro, him should have questioned everybody because under the law, yo, you're supposed to protect the rights of the appellants and, make sure, say, that's what he's basically arguing for. Saying, yo, look, it could have been tainted. These juries could have been tainted because of this and that. That's what he's actually arguing about. Do you understand now? He's not arguing about if he's innocent or guilty. He's talking about the fact that the pool could have been tainted. Pay attention.
So that would be in response to your question as it connects. It connects. So what flows from that then is when we get to the late retirement, we have a juror who is the fruit of the poisonous tree, or the introduction of the poison, no knowledge of how far the poison is. I'm not inviting the court to speculate, but that's all we are left to do, respectfully. And what happens in that situation is...
No, pay attention. Yo, this is what makes law so amazing and weird. Is because all they're doing is speculating. They have no evidence to say that the pool was tainted. They have nothing to prove to the court that the pool of jurors were tainted in any way, shape, or form. They're not proving that something was set up. They're not proving none of that. Basically saying, yo, at the end of the day, here is the situation. It could have been, they could have been, they could have been. So the fact that they could have been, that's grounds for dismissal. That's possibly a biased jury, possibly a tainted jury. So we can't trust this verdict because what if they were tampered with? What if? It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's fucking possible. And anything is possible, to be honest with you. So that's the grounds right here. That's one of the grounds. He's going to continue. He's going to give us more.
We don't know if the pressure arises because there was a situation where these jurors were able to say, I would participate in a bribe, allegedly, or not. And so the verdict that comes could never be a true verdict.
You heard it for yourself. So, as you can see, I am not bullshitting. So when people tell me I cannot reason, when people tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm like, bro, I swear to God, I swear. More time, like Gaza fans, they piss me off, bro. They piss me off because they don't listen. This illiterate shit, I cannot stand these illiterate people coming at me and not paying attention to the arguments that's being made by their own goddamn lawyers. They don't even know anything. They're coming around here talking about, yo, evidence to tamper with evidence. Shut the fuck up, please. Shut up, please. Just shut up. And stop coming at people wrong, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. Of course I'm reasoning with emotions. The fuck? What? Am I going to reason without emotions? Hold on, let me say it. I'm a fucking robot, so people are coming at me, so people are disrespecting me on my own platform, so motherfucker, I shouldn't reason with emotions. Please, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That is something you should know. No, if you don't like my reasoning, get the fuck out of here. See the fucking door and get the fuck out. How about that? You don't have to like my reasoning or my style. There are many platforms you could go. Please step the fuck out. Okay? Because I'm not going to be changing for you or anyone else. Fuck off. Jesus Christ, man. These fucking people.
in light of that. So that's the submission as it connects from incident 2 to incident 3. Now, in relation to the proviso, and I think you had knocked some of the wind out of me, say, Lord Reed, because I would have borrowed your words in the judgment to say that you can't proviso unfairness, you can't proviso unjust. It's just not possible. It would be an absurdity in the law. Now, in relation to Lady Simla, you asked a question about the balancing of rights, the balancing exercise. I would submit to you that the Jamaican Constitution, in particular the Charter, it came at a time post the Phipps decision. So there was a lot said about King and certainly Phipps, the Phipps judgment. But at that time, it was presumption of constitutionality, and certainly the onus was on the appellant, to prove the privacy right violation. Post the judgment in Phipps, our legislators, which our parliament certainly has that ability to represent the people, and they would have thought that as a matter of public interest.
Okay, here's the next argument. And this argument is just asinine at best. So basically, honestly, it's just legal mumbo jumbo. This is legal jargon, just literal mumbo jumbo at this point, right? So the telecommunication evidence, the access that the prosecution got to this evidence, right? He's saying basically it violated their human rights, their privacy rights, right? And that he's referring to a case in which after that judgment, they went back and saying the onus was now on the prosecution to prove that. And I'm just like, bro, was this after or before Vybz Kartel's case verdict? Like, what are you really referring to? So as I said, legal mumbo jumbo, I don't really know what he's saying. But what he's really pointing out is that they have changed the law, or they are amended the law in some way, shape, or form to protect the privacy rights. Yeah, it's something else. So listen to it. It is an argument. It is an argument.
The very right, the charter rights, in particular, the communication rights, which is for all, the least among us has that right, was to be protected in such a way that where there is a breach of that right, it's a distinct difference. What difference is that? Lady Simno would have asked, is that the judge now has a duty to carry out the Oakes test or the demonstrably justifiable test, because somebody says, and in response to Lord Reed, but the appellants are not here to complain of that right. But they did at first instance to their counsels collectively. And at that basic complaint about the right follows that the judge is to call upon the prosecutor to say that it is demonstrably justified because there is no issue before this court that there was a breach. The effect of the breach or the balancing exercise can only begin after the prosecutor has met the burden of demonstrably justifiable.
Oh boy. So in other words, in layman terms, what he's saying is they did not really make a case that their privacy was violated. However, the appellants, the defendants, they had brought it up to their counsels and said, yo, them shouldn't have the right if we go get my phone recordings and my text message and stuff like that violate my right. And they brought it to their counsel. Apparently the counsel brought it to the judge, and the judge never, quote unquote, brought it to the prosecution or put the burden of proof on the prosecution to make the argument that it was justifiable. So that's what he's basically saying. He's literally saying it's not something that they can bring up now, but it should have been brought up. And the fact that it wasn't brought up, their rights to privacy was violated. That the prosecution shouldn't have had access to their voice notes, the telecommunication evidence. You understand? Um, John, no. I remember a few years back, some terror activity was going on, and they were trying to get the I think it was the CIA or is the FBI. One of them was trying to get Apple, one of those, alphabets, were trying to get the Apple to give the encryption code to break the Apple, break into the Apple phone, and they wouldn't give it. Something like that. I vaguely remember something like that. And I'm thinking, bro, like, yo, this is crazy. I don't know of us being protected, like say a Digicel or, Flow, that we're actually protected. Like, honestly, I don't know if you use your phone and thinking that you're protected, like your voice notes. Even when I use WhatsApp and it says encrypted, I don't think I'm protected. Like, I would suggest that anybody, if you're doing crime, I suggest you don't have voice notes and videos and stuff on your phone. I would strongly suggest you don't, because I don't think you're protected. But he's making an argument that they're protected. So let's go.
Can I ask Mr. Buchanan, while you're addressing us on the Charter, as I understand it, the Charter is formally, is part of a constitution. It was made part of a constitution by a constitutional amendment in 2011.
That is
right?
Correct.
Was it preceded by some sort of review or report?
My learned friend, actually, Mr.
Yo, this right here is the most insane shit ever. So this charter, right, or this amendment, right, was done in 2011. What date in 2011? Was it before or after the evidence was gathered? This is how insane this is, that this charter might have been made so that they can fight the evidence in the first place. This is literally one of the most insane things. I'm literally listening and I'm like putting two and two together and I'm like, wow. So y'all actually created the law to protect in 2011? Y'all made this? Bro, I'm scratching my head. This is nuts. This is some nuts. Listen to this stuff.
Salty Casey actually made mention of the review and the report.
Oh, right.
What is significant?
Check my notes.
Right. What is significant that comes from it is that, and we take pride in this. And I'm quoting. I'm paraphrasing our Chief Justice, and it's found. Thank you. It's found in the written case at 12 and 13. Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Yes. But what as I was saying earlier, we take pride to say that this amendment, which is separate from any other Caribbean jurisdiction, was for us. It was made by us, and it was a testimony of our evidence of independence.
Yes.
Where we decided what rights would be protected and.
Yo, this is insane, yo. I said, I stumbling, bro. You know he's stumbling, right? You know. Bro, this man is standing on rocky ground with this argument right here, but keep it going.
Especially the dynamics of the Jamaican society is the importance of protecting the least among us.
And was it intended that it be developed, I suppose, was it meant to be what you might call an autochthonous Bill of Rights, if we can call it that would be developed by the Jamaican judiciary in light of the circumstances in Jamaica? Or was it intended to be influenced by comparative human rights jurisprudence looking at other charters of rights and constitutional guarantees in other countries?
I'm happy that you asked that question, because we did look, and I'm saying we because I take pride in being Jamaican, but we did look at other jurisdictions such as South Africa, and if you even the Canadian and the United States. But what you'll see, a clear indication, and again, my friend is indicating that it's in the written case at 20 and 21.
Yep.
But what's significant is that what is clear is that there is, similar to in the Canadian jurisdiction, that the test, which is the demonstrable justifiable test, is mandatory once there is a breach. And before us now is that there was a breach. The learned judge, and I will say this respectfully, this came at a time when the charter was very young. And so the contemplation to give effect to it, as judges do in interpreting the intent of the legislation.
Yes, and I see paragraph 13 draws our attention to what the Chief Justice Sykes has said, that it's autochthonous, which means it's indigenous, homegrown, originating with us rather than imposed from outside.
And what is key, which I will get to, and I agree with you, and I adopt the words of our Chief Justice, is the fact that after looking at constitutions all over the world, what we decide.
Another thing that is very, very keen for you to pick up is that what they're arguing for is not something protected under the Privy Council, under the King. It is Jamaican based. So that is why he's being asked these questions, because what he's actually saying and what he's actually speaking on is not something the Privy Council would preside over, because it's not a law by the Privy Council or by the King, the magistrate. It's literally a Jamaican-based law or amendment or whatever the case is. That is why it's so rocky and shaky.
Is what is important to us. So what we have is a section 13.2b, and I know there are many persons, I quote it so much that it becomes an annoyance to many, but 13.2, the protection given to every citizen under 13.2b, it is the last flicker or shimmer of light to what it is to be a human. And it separates the state clearly from the human being, and it says, listen, all state actors have a duty not to abridge, abrogate, or breach the rights, and when you do that, you must show that it is demonstrably justifiable. So in an answer, yes, thank you. So in an answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, that balancing exercise as to the evidence when it was asked about, especially in relation to what was on JS2, doesn't even begin to come up until after the judge would have carried out that exercise of the demonstrably justifiable test, and he did not do it. So we have nothing on the record as to any submissions from the state, from the Crown, to say, here, notwithstanding, it is justifiable. There were less restrictive measures, or here's why there is a breach. So we don't have that before us, and that is the one flaw in the judge's acceptance. And evidence of that is he was concerned.
How is it that we have 400 plus people here and 100 likes? Why aren't you hitting the like button? Why are you here if you're not hitting the like button? You can drop a super thanks, a super chat or a super sticker. You can become a member. Subscribe to the channel. Everybody subscribe right now. We have 400 plus people. Everybody subscribe. We're actually at 900 and something subscribers. Let's get to 1,000. Let's get to 1,000 right now. Everybody, stop right now. Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Drop a membership, drop a super chat, super sticker. Support the channel. Yeah, do that, please and thanks. Because for some weird reason, a whole bunch of people here. So you're saying it's a whole bunch of Gaza fans. It look like it's a whole bunch of Gaza fans here. Maybe that's why they're not hitting the subscription button and they're not hitting the like button. How the hell 400 plus people, and we like literally we should have over 1,000 subscribers. I do understand a lot of times people just mosey by, but listen, you're gonna want to be checking this channel out because we're gonna be covering this case right through. So everybody hit the like button. Can we get to 200? Can we get to 200 likes right now? Unless y'all are like robots or something. Come on, man. Like, really? Check in, check in, check in. Everybody hit the subscription button. Can we get some people hitting the subscription button, please and thanks? I'm waiting. I am literally waiting. Are we gonna continue or are we just gonna keep breaking? Because I'm waiting. I'm not moving until I get 200 subscribers. Depending on Gaza content, does it matter? This channel is not a vendetta channel. So why would it matter? Like, does it matter? Like, honestly, I am waiting. Waiting for these people to subscribe, for these people to hit this like button. So apparently I am here depending on Gaza. I thought if you're really Gaza and you're a non-supporter, you shouldn't be here in the first place. That makes no sense. Like, ridiculousness. We got Noob the God in the building dropping a super chat saying, ain't nothing bigger than the chat. Vendetta, whoosh move, like and subscribe. Tell them, no man. We there in our building. Big up yourself in the Noob the God. Yeah, I'm still here waiting. I don't see 200 likes yet. So that is why you see me kind of like waiting. It's at 157. So we need that to move up real quick. If you don't know how to subscribe, you don't know how to hit the like button, you're on YouTube and you don't know how to do that, I think you should get off of YouTube. 161, 918 subscribers. Come on, people. Get with it. Oh, also, if you want to have a wrench on this channel, I suggest you get a I-tier membership. So that is how it works. If you get a membership for $25 or more, you also get a wrench. That is one of the perks of being a member with that level membership. All right. So let's continue. Okay, these people are stubborn as hell. Wow.
He made words to my senior, Mr. Taylor, who is in the room, that if he was not daunted by the change in the charter, because and the significance of it, the response at that level was nothing much changes even after the concession. But we do recognize the importance of it, but to submit to the court that the test wasn't done, and so there's no balancing exercise to which could have happened. And because this is our apex court, the apex court could not respectfully substitute what the judge at first instance ought to have done. And in those circumstances, the answer to question A, the evidence was collated, collected, and secured. So secured would have been the request from the police officer. The collection and collating would have been what flows from JS2, the cell site, the text messages, the call positioning, whatever flows from JS2. But all of that would have been no moment. And a key thing before I depart, because I don't want to take up too much time, or
well, you don't have a great deal of time left.
I was being cheeky, Lord Reed, but I didn't know you would figure me out. But the key thing in relation to that aspect is to understand that as we make heavy weight of JS2, what's incumbent on the judge was that in a demonstrably justifiable test, I would submit respectfully that in the absence of JS1, which was the controlled copy that the police officers did not have access to, and where the much counsel from the lower level, which Tom Tavares, KFC, would have said, listen, this is a man from Ireland who would have come to Jamaica, not given any effect to the right, and he gives testimony. This is Simmons, and he doesn't say whether he knows exactly what's in each and every file, and we have nothing to cross-reference, so they would have failed on that test. The last thing I will say before I take my seat, my lords and my lady, is in relation to the trial, the jury point, is I certainly, and I've read for this case about 4 years, in relation to the jury point, it has never been in the modern common law where a jury who we know for a fact is poisoned, is tainted, was allowed to remain on a jury, to bring a verdict, simply because the legislation would have prevented him from being discharged, where it is clear on its face that that juror ought to have been removed to protect the fair trial right. And it is in that vein that I will say that there is no cure, no proviso, or no thought of a retrial or a second bite of the apple where the unfair trial right was breached in the manner that it did in the circumstances from incident 2 to incident 3, and then the justification for breaching what we know is common practice in the Jamaican space to ensure that you leave one sentence so that the deliberation takes place on the next day.
So, if you're listening good to what he just said, there's no legislation. There was no legislation, no law for the juror to be removed. So basically, under law, the judge couldn't actually remove the juror. So basically, there was no law. So the judge didn't actually do anything wrong. And here I am. I thought that the decision was really left up to the judge. But really and truly, it wasn't left up to the judge, because there was no legislation for the judge to go by and say, all right, you try to bribe, so I am going to remove you. So I'm guessing that's why he went forward with it, because really and truly, there was no legislation. And also, based on what ISAT is saying, the fact that if we're going to go with the tainted apple, the poisonous fruit, then there would be a mistrial and no actual retrial, because everything would have been tainted, like I told y'all. So it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? It is weak, but it's very weak. But here's the thing. Even though it's weak, these things are not based on facts. These things are based on feelings, based on interpretation by these individuals. Each judge work off their own. So it's not like, yes, we have five of them here, so they're going to be working off each other. But decisions made by judges, you know what I'm saying, when it's left up to interpretation, Rockstar is very weak, man. It's super weak. Trust me. The argument is argument. You're going to make argument. That's what lawyers make. But the argument itself is weak. All of the argument points are weak, because there's no legislation to move the juror, and there's no history. So this is the precedence. This trial actually sets the precedence. So here's the thing, Rockstar, and why I say it's weak. They do not have a case to go back and say, yo, basically this is what happened, right? So based on, say, Clyde versus Johnson, in Clyde versus Johnson, a juror attempted to bribe and the pool was tainted, therefore the juror was removed or not removed. They have no case to refer to. They have no case point to refer to. So this is the precedent being set. So if it's overruled, right? Let's say the Privy Council overturned this verdict, right? Then this will be the precedent going forward for future cases, that if that happens, then the person should be removed. Even though found guilty, it says, well, in Vybz Kartel v. this, that, this was the verdict, but it was later overturned by the Privy Council. Da, 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 da. You understand me? This is the precedent. The precedent's being set. You know what I'm saying? Is rights, what rights was violated? Rockstar, what rights were violated? Please tell me. I am asking Rockstar because here we have someone who watched the same thing I just watched and said his rights were violated. Tell me what rights were violated, please, sir. Like, honestly, where is the rights that were violated? Please tell me. Because for some weird reason, you're missing the point. It's an argument being made. It's a long shot, but it's an argument. And that's what the defense is going to do. You're making a case. You're trying to find something to get him off on a technicality. So this is the argument being made to say that their rights to privacy for the telecommunication evidence is a breach of their privacy. Of what privacy exactly? Under what law? Under what law, Rockstar? Under what legislation? Under what law? And that is why ISAD said and explained that they created a charter in 2011. And that is why the justice asked them if they looked at other countries and stuff like that to come up with their charter. Because this charter to protect the least of us, quote unquote, as ISAD said. But here's the thing. Even then, it's not a case that their rights were breached or violated. It is saying that the justice should have asked or pressured or pushed for the prosecution to do the whatever it's called, where they show cause to use or to acquire this. So, for example, right, for those who don't know, let's use American terminology now. In order to get the cell phone records from a company, you would need a subpoena. Or would you get the subpoena? You would have to prove cause, show cause to the judge that's going to write the subpoena, and then you go to the telecommunication company and acquire said evidence. That is how it would be done. Now, I don't know the process by which evidence is gathered on that level in Jamaica. I don't know if there was a subpoena, non-subpoena. Was it illegal wiretapping? Was it illegal for the telecommunication company to provide it upon request? Like, these are the questions, because they're just saying legal mumbo jumbo, but we don't actually know what's actually going on here. You're creating a charter to protect them, but that's fine. But really and truly, how did it violate? Because if the evidence was gathered prior to this legislation, before the legislation, because it's in 2011, let's say, for example, this charter was created October, after the murder took place, then it wouldn't be valid. You understand? So, and even then, it was the discretion of the judge. The judge made the decision. Does the judge have the right to make that decision? Yes, he does. You know why he does? Because the Privy Council and the king, magistrate, the king doesn't have that law. That's not a law that they have. So who's to say the judge did not have the right to make that decision? The Privy Council cannot say that, because the Privy Council doesn't preside over that law. So these are things you said. And it's so weird, because it's like people are not listening. And I am not here pro or against Vybz Kartel. I'm just talking reality. And I remember the original case. I remember everybody talking about all of this mumbo jumbo and nonsense. And I kept saying, bro, they have an eyewitness. Bro, there's an eyewitness. Bro, there's an eyewitness. This man is going to be found guilty, no question about it. And they're like, y'all eat that. You bad mind the man, you bad mind the man. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Bad mind, what do you mean bad mind? Vybz Kartel did not kill Lizard. He did not physically kill Lizard. He did not. We know this based on the freaking eyewitness testimony. But it's common design. He's the boss. So you know that already. But I'm literally saying, bro, like, I covered this case from the start. Before any of these other vloggers or anybody have covered this, I covered it. And I followed the case day by day, read the court documents, looked at the evidence, everything, and I was like, oh shit, he's gonna be found guilty. Like literally. I was like, bro, it's a wrap. People said, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid. And I'm just like, bro, say what y'all want to say. The reality is this, you're gonna see on that day. And I remember even when they went to the first appeal, and Valerie Nita and all of them said, it's going to be a party, it's going to be a celebration. I told y'all, I was like, no, it's not good. No, there's no way a Jamaican system is going to free him. There's no way a Jamaican judge is going to overrule that judge. That makes no sense. Not happening. There was no question in that case with the eyewitness testimony. No way that was going to be overturned. No, we're here in the Privy Council where it is a long shot, but a possibility. So when people start to say, I guess it's a case that people are using their feelings and not their brain, and it's fine. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jason says 70-30. Bro, this shit is literally like 95-5, bro. 95-5. It's a long shot, but a possibility. It's 5 justices. And it's like, I don't know. I literally, the good thing for Vybz Kartel in this is that they don't actually care if you're guilty or not. That's the greatest thing for him. Because the fact that they don't care, then it really doesn't matter. It's just trying to find the technicality. And if they find the technicality, then they're good to go. Like, doesn't really matter. And that's why I brought up the conversation, because I'm like, bro, it's kind of crazy for us people. Whether Vybz Kartel walk free or not is an irrelevant factor. We should be looking at our society in the glorification of crime and violence and murderers. We should be looking at the fact that people are okay with him walking free, even if he's guilty. That is the question. You know what I'm saying? And Rockstar, yo, you know what's funny about that jury tampering thing? They're asking questions, but here's the reality. The realest question is the juror was trying to pay money to come back with a not guilty verdict. There was a juror being bribed or trying to bribe other jurors to come back with not guilty verdict. So yes, in my opinion, that would definitely be tainting. But here's the situation. Here's the problem. You can't go mistrial. You cannot go mistrial just because somebody tried to do that. You see how sticky it gets? It gets real sticky. Because here's the thing. That's a tough precedence to set. That anytime someone wants to corrupt a pool, all they have to do is say, yo, I'm gonna pay you $500,000 or $1 million to come back with it. Then that will cause a mistrial. That is why the judge did not go mistrial. That is why. Because it makes no sense. Why would someone try to do that if they weren't trying to corrupt the trial? They trying to get the people them off. Anybody Whether the juror try to get the people them off on his own or somebody pay him, they were trying to get them off. That is 100% fact. Whoever was behind the bribery scheme was trying to get them off. That is why the judge did not get them off, because it would have actually been in their favor. You would have given them what they want. They wanted a mistrial. That is why they were corrupting the jury, for it to be a mistrial. So whether or not it's on its own, Rockstar, or someone paid them, the fact that a juror tried to bribe the other jurors to come back with a not guilty verdict would be the jurors literally trying to get him off. So the fact that a juror tried to get them off, bro, this shit is sticky. You know what I'm saying? So that is the reality. And the realest question that I still don't see being answered anywhere. So since what happened to the juror that did the alleged bribe? Were they convicted? Did they go to prison? Did they ever give up the reason why they did it? Why? Anybody? Why? I don't know, for some weird reason we never got these information. Why? The why. I would want to know why. That's a question. He's in prison, right? Why though? Why did he do it? Did that information ever come up? Because that's what I'm curious about. Kem, that mistrial would have meant they couldn't retry. I guess you're not listening. Let me play Isaac Buchanan saying it again. There's no grounds, no way they would retry. If they went mistrial, there's no retrial.
On that test. The last thing I will say before I take my seat, my lords and my lady, is in relation to the trial, the jury point, is I certainly, and I've read for this case about 4 years, in relation to the jury point, it has never been in the modern common law where a jury who we know for a fact is poisoned, is tainted, was allowed to remain on a jury to bring a verdict simply because the legislation would have prevented him from being discharged, where it is clear on its face that that juror ought to have been removed to protect the fair trial right. And it is in that vein that I will say that there is no cure, no proviso, or no thought of a retrial or a second bite of the apple where the unfair trial right was breached in the manner that it did in the circumstances from incident 2 to incident 3, and then the justification for breaching what we know is common practice in the Jamaican space to ensure that you leave one sentence so that the deliberation takes place on the next day. And that would be my submission, that the conviction should be quashed or ought to be quashed. And I trust your wisdom on that. Thank you.
So there would be no goddamn retrial. Best believe that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so even Rockstar, Rockstar, what are you talking about, yo? Rockstar, you look like I use a Gaza brain today, no. Oh my God, yo, Rockstar is in Jamaica brain, in Gaza brain. Wow. Um, uh, mm, yo, yo, the Gaza man. Yeah. Lenora, big up yourself. You understand me? You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy. It's nuts, bro. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Trying to see something. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna drop a call in link, you know. Gaza man name feelings, man. Gaza man is tripping, bro. It's alright, man. 10 jurors cannot deliberate. Bro, it doesn't matter. You know the judge could have found him. You know, it could have been, bro, leave that alone. However they balance it out, they could have introduced a new judge, new jury, but if they did that, they would have to start over the entire process. That's why we know the fact that the attempt to corrupt the judicial process was dealt with the way it was dealt with. That is why it was it was a crazy circumstance, and the judge did what he had to do. The judge did not have another choice. There was only the only way was forward. There was no other way. Everybody that's speaking about the judge had no other choice. What other choice did the judge have? Either declare mistrial or continue forward. Somebody explain to me. Like, what could the judge have done? Rockstar. Under the circumstances, what was the judge supposed to do? Go mistrial and set them free, or keep it going? Come on, bro. I get it. It's a feelings thing, but we're dealing with reality. I get it. It's a technicality to get off murderers, and it's fine. I'm just saying. I just find it interesting how people are very in their feelings to get murderers off. There's no retrial, brother. Let's get with it. New York badness is in the building.
Where's the Rockstar and feelings?
No, it's just I don't understand why people are so passionate about getting or seeing people killers walk free. I don't understand it. Like,
Uh, uh,
why?
I don't know, man. I don't know, I don't know. They just, I guess because them say Lizard was all criminal. I don't know, but that's a reach. I guess they must say Muslim or innocent. But you know, she say, taxi man killed somebody and walk free. So me I say, I guess we all want to see killer walk free. Remember the TV they do one, you do one live one long time, you know, say we glorify them thing, you know, we as Jamaican.
Yeah,
Rapists and killers and gangsters. So a part of our DNA, I guess. You know what I mean?
it
So I
is.
guess, yeah, I guess you remember I do a long time live, man. I think up on HQ, man, I say we glorify this, that, and I couldn't care, bro. But me, I listen to it in the TV and the channel. I like a liar calling, bro, and break down certain things, bro. Because one of the last um lawyer with a talk. I don't know who that talk for. I guess for the prosecutor side.
Yeah.
Um yeah, it seemed like him did a reach and the judge must say but the judge must say, yeah, but um you can't think. You don't know. Like you know him that reach or something. And then I said, bro, like yeah, you don't know. Like so I said, oh the dog I go sad like and she said there's a little loophole for cartel work or something kind of go real hard, bro, and I reach. Until I just say, yo, bro, like you don't know. Like you can't like was to speculate that or say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say, the dog go sad, but if I was a betting no, I'm a betting man. See even now like the Jamaica justice system is very, very corrupt. I don't know it, but you know it better than me. You don't know America law, we never get arrested at Jamaica. And we all see all the corruption go on at Jamaica and it just favor the rich. I'm still hurt by it. Look at you to them with the rich brother, the ex-five brother shot at the car and kill the innocent youth and him, I don't know, he walk free, I guess. Nothing, slap on the wrist. I don't know what happened. So I say, like, if his body forgot
That
prison,
that trial apparently, based on what I understood from that, They arrested the wrong person.
You see all them fuck with the dog? And the taxi man
They
couldn't
arrested
come.
the father apparently when they should have arrested the son.
There is the father.
They arrested the wrong person.
I mean, I said, but, and the taxi man get threatened, I don't know, threatened or whatever, and couldn't come testify. So, I said, bro, I don't know, man. Like, bro, that's why this is not a leave Jamaican, bro. Trust
So
me, that.
my question to ask you, right?
Yeah,
All right, let's say, because this is just reality. Let's say my son kills someone, right? And he
yeah.
calls me and he says, "Yo, daddy, blah blah blah, whatever, right?" And I run to the scene and I tell him to go home and I stay in the car and blah blah blah, whatever the case is, or whatever. Long story short, point is this: they arrest me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever, right? So I go on trial. Am I innocent or guilty?
You're innocent.
I am innocent. So what were they supposed to do? Find him guilty?
But I said, oh, the justice, oh, them let that through the crack. Come here, so the taxi man couldn't go say nothing. Him get page or whatever. Because the taxi
So
man
what
supposed
was
to
he
see
gonna
a who.
say? Again, what was he gonna say? That
Like,
don't
bro,
make
and I, him, you
no, no,
know,
think about the logics here. It's either
yeah,
the dude is on trial. Is he guilty or not? No.
Kartel.
No, 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 no,
Oh, the
no. The
brother,
father was
the
on trial,
brother.
right? So
No,
if
no,
the
he's,
taxi
he's,
man
he's
came in, wouldn't the
innocent.
taxi man saying he wasn't guilty? He's not.
Yeah. The posing part to me, you know, bro. Like, when the police come on the scene, right? Forensic report not take out the gun, fingerprint, at the gun, eyewitness. You say me, we're the eyewitness, the taxi man now said, bro, and him like, oh, that slipped through the crack. I said, bro, like, oh, that slipped through the crack, and somebody can say, me, 'cause that could never happen in America. That shit could not happen here. Nobody but me do the killing, me shoot somebody in a flat bush and run, go say, me, man. I don't think that, we never hear that anywhere up here. So, I don't
Brother,
know, but that's it.
far all of what y'all are saying far worse happening in America.
But me never hear. But me I said that come like as a movie thing like this. So and so alright then. So the brother was free. So what happened after the person who do the murder ever come to justice or the case was done?
Um, hold on 1 second. Wrong person was
Because
prosecuted. Wrong person was prosecuted. It's hard to go prosecute another person. That alone is a waste of time. If you bring someone on trial, right, for
yeah,
murder,
yeah,
and then you go after another person,
yeah.
that case is already tainted.
Okay,
Oh, it
so
wasn't. It wasn't the father. It was the son. Like, bro, if you was wrong about him, you're wrong about him too. Are we gonna take you serious?
all
You
this
understand?
so yeah, so yeah say once them try somebody and the switch up go on, there's no more trial.
It
Done.
done. It done. Unless them all
Come
go
back
after a criminal charge.
and me if live at Jamaica because that means the mother we are born for the son there, fear son dead and no justice.
But that happens in America.
Humbuckler,
That happens in America.
yeah
That
man,
happens anywhere in the world.
yeah.
Yo, hold on. Rockstar. Stop saying I said. Isaac Buchanan said. That's his wording. I don't know why. I don't know if he made a mistake in what he said.
Wednesday, Wednesday
Let me
CV,
let me play the part where he must say never in modern. It must say never in modern history, right? A
yeah.
person, whatever. Like, let
Thank
me
you,
play
Mr.
it. Hold on.
Buchanan.
or no thought of a retrial or a second bite of the apple, where the unfair trial right. In relation to the jury point, there it has never been in the modern common law where a jury who we know for a fact is poisoned.
Never in the modern day common law, a jury that we know is poison. Hold on, that we know is poison. Pay attention.
Is tainted was allowed to remain
That is tainted. That was allowed to remain.
on a jury. to bring a verdict simply because the legislation would have prevented him from being discharged.
Because the legislation would have prevented him from being discharged. I don't know if he made a mistake in saying that. The legislation prevented him from being discharged. So I have no idea. Rockstar, I am only going by what the man is saying, bro. Don't say I say. Please, I don't know, bro. Like, don't, dog. Yo, dog. Y'all niggas need to quote me properly, dog. I mean, I'm sick and tired of you people doing this shit. Oh, CV said what? I said Buchanan said, not CV said, please. The hell, bro? Around put my brain, dog. Go ahead, Mula.
See there, why you been retain a lion, bro? Like, yeah, cause they must say, you move like a lion. Cause eyes at me here say that, they must say, you know the courtroom. You say, yeah,
That boy
I think he,
Mula said, dog. That
yeah,
man not type of a poppy show.
I think he misspoke. I think so. He went none of that in the reader want to say, but
I
you
don't
know
know
what I
why would
mean?
he say that. I don't understand. If I'm being honest with y'all, I don't understand. As I said, it's legal jargon, mumbo jumbo. I don't know the fuck he's talking about. Shit don't make no sense to me, and I'll just leave it right there. I don't know what the hell
All
is
right,
going
see,
on right there.
I ask you this now. Like how you assess the whole thing. Is there any violation of the defendants them right? You hear anything or see anything or them a reach?
As I said, the evidence, like, it's a top, bro. Bro, I can see it being overturned because, bro, it's a case where it was a damn if you do, damn if you don't type of situation. So the judge was placed
Okay,
in a situation that no one has ever seen before, dealt with before.
four.
So
Okay. First time.
the fact that he did not, he has never dealt with this before. What he did was make his discretion, knowing that he's gonna leave it up to another judge or Supreme Court or appeal court
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
to deal with it in the future.
The deal with it. Yeah, makes sense. In no know left or right. You know, say, you know what? If this gonna so them, cause I never faced it before. You know what I mean? I'm gonna want somebody walk free. You know what I mean? If we know if the
Yeah.
evidence is guilty. So makes sense. So, but
It's like kind of Jesus Christ shit where they brought it to, I think, the Umbre and Pilate, and wash him hands and say, yo, nah, bruh, take that somewhere else, dog.
yeah,
Don't bring that to me. I don't want none of this. So it's basically like the judge was saying, well, I don't want to set them free, so I'm gonna go ahead with it. The jurors are gonna make the decision, and in the future, leave it up to the other courts them to determine whether we right or wrong.
wrong. Okay, makes sense.
So now we're
Makes
here
sense.
at the point
Yeah,
where we have the court is gonna determine whether it was right or wrong.
but me no know. Never strong feelings. I don't
So,
know.
all right, CV. Me know the case just start and thing. But me have a question, right?
Hmm.
All right. Today topic is about the juror, right? So what happened to the witness?
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, one to the witness.
Now, but this is not about guilt or innocence, bro. This is about the
Oh,
thing of culture.
Okay.
The trial is
Okay,
this
yeah.
privy council thing is not about guilt or innocence. What I bring up.
Oh,
Yeah, innocent. Okay, it's about
it's
violation.
about all right. It's about if the trial was fair.
Yeah,
Yeah. To
yeah,
Okay.
it's
say
a bit
that,
of fear trial.
remember, the fact said the jury pool was tainted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
It
like saying,
poison, so it
bro,
have to change.
could he get a fair could they have gotten a fair unbiased verdict? Probably not.
Probably
Mm-mm.
not. Yeah.
Probably not. But it is up to the Supreme Justice them now for say, yo, at the end of the day, bro, like what Rockstar mean, what witness? It's the witness where get him convicted, get them
I know
convicted.
star.
But Rasta, we do that. Rasta, we do that.
Yo,
You say,
yo,
Rasta, call
yo,
me, I'm done. Rockstar the star, you know,
But
Dan,
what
you're going
witness?
like a stranger.
It goes to show you. It goes to show you the man I live in an illusion and the man say
Yo,
what witness. The
that,
one
Yeah,
that
I
was
know
the big
Rockstar.
bumbo clad giant witness.
Smoking, yeah, smoking bomb.
The
Go
smoking
walking
gun.
and the cool. Smoking gun, yeah. Come on, Rockstar, man. The
He
thank
know,
God
he
say it's
know,
not a,
know.
yeah. Watch, Rockstar, watch out. Neither say it in a favor of cartel. One CD says it's not about guilt or innocent, it's about violation.
Yeah.
Did this guy had a fair trial and I mean I know how England justice system run. If there be more than one or from there's one, I eat that. It's supposed to be fair because this is a serious crime, serious sentence. So we can't have no, you know what I mean? It have to be fair right across the board. So
Well, and
we just say
Rockstar
this
say
for
lying
nothing.
we. Lying we. So I have a good question for ask Rockstar. He say lying we. Or you know say we are lied.
Rockstar calling on my dad. It's like Rockstar.
yo,
You know a
Rockstar is
reason
a
like a
troublemaker, man.
Rockstar. You know a reason like a Gaza fan, you know. A reason like a alligator, you know. That they're
Like
making on a
oh,
Rockstar.
oh you know
Rockstar a
does
troublemaker,
we
man.
have a history of lying?
Yeah, no Rockstar. Yeah, reason so Dan.
Me curious. These are legit questions, yeah. As me say, listen, here's the thing, right? If I was one of the Supreme Court justices in this situation, I would have my work cut out for me because I'm like, damn, bro, like, yo, shit, you know, like the man them couldn't have gotten a 100% fair
Yeah,
verdict
verdict.
because at the end of
The,
the day, the fox say, yo, you know, the fox say, yo,
the
you
jury
know,
poison.
jury poison. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
One bad apple CD, go on. One bad
Spoil
apple.
the whole bunch, man.
spoil the whole bunch.
So once you break it down, let me know it have nothing to do with guilty or innocent or this and that or just fairness. Did this nigga get a fair trial? Me that's the dog go walk. No, me that's the dog go walk. Because me don't know bro. Me don't know Jamaica law, but basically what me I hear, like them shit they couldn't go on in America.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
the
Like,
Brother,
tampering and then the
New
first they
York,
are try
please,
get
please,
pay
please,
off.
New York, stop.
yeah.
Because y'all keep saying this. If it's far worse in America than Jamaica, brother.
With
Please,
the
y'all
with
need
the,
to
with the
stop that.
corruption,
Jamaica, bro. Yo, bro, I'm telling you this, dog. I tell you this. This I really like, brother. If you ever study the cases them go on in America, brother, no place man get wrongfully convicted like America, brother.
Yo, me not gonna
Come
lie,
on, bro.
me don't want to use that one here, CV. Me don't want to use that one here. The Tory Lane case.
I know about that, but
Dog, bro, that
ah,
case there,
brother, thoroughly and guilty, brother.
bro, CV,
oh,
CV,
Thoroughly and guilty by default
CV,
of him gun, brother.
something.
Me telling all
Watch
the
out
time,
now.
no, brother.
A main thing happen,
A
bro.
film
What?
gun, so by default him guilty. Yeah, bro, they don't understand,
oh,
brother.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
Come on,
default
okay,
no,
them say,
brother.
yeah, default.
okay.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
argue over
default, yeah,
nonsense. Which another girl them fire the shot? Who fired a film gun?
Bro,
yeah.
but the thing is
A
where
film
I
gun
skip
argument
over.
done, Josie.
Bro, Jano dog.
We are argue, bro. If you're
I
in
don't
a
argue
car
me,
with the
I
dog, then
argue.
bro.
I
Well,
something me
I
I
know, bro,
tell you,
bro,
I
bro,
hear
bro,
say me
bro,
I
bro, bro, bro,
argue.
bro. You hear me asking a killer? Come on, like you foolish, you know. Me
Yeah.
and you in our car, in New York, you in our car, right? We pull up on our ends, dog, and we shoot somebody. None of we no claim it, right? The gun finding at the car, the person shot, forensic say,
Me
yo,
I
what the
got
gun?
prison.
Who I get it?
Me I got prison, cause Mike, yeah,
How I get
Mike,
it,
yeah,
Josie?
yeah, man. Me I get
I
it.
must a
CV,
person who for gun.
CV. I
Come
never
on,
saw
killer,
the
bro.
case go as all you explained just now, bro.
But I saw it really go. You just not pay attention to that aspect of the case. You can argue if you say, yo, a fingerprint them, there were more than one fingerprint as long as as long as female up upon it.
Bro, you see,
This place
I
for the
watch out,
female.
Jano that. I understand what you're saying, bro. Right? Me not dismiss your point and for show it way, right? But you see, as a gunman, bro, you see the muzzle flash, and the reservoir, that is important. to me
It no
because it can
matter,
tell.
bro. It no matter, bro. Dog. It no matter. Me literally just tell you, say, it no matter if him have GSR, it no matter if
Default,
him
Mr.
have
Josie.
GSR or
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Me
Not, yeah,
understand. I
yeah,
me
yeah,
tell you, me
yeah,
understand.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
because if somebody else don't take a charge,
Yeah,
him. And
Him
did
have
he
to
I
take.
did
am.
he
Him have
point
to get
did
it.
he fucking point a finger to who did it?
No.
No, never do that.
Okay, nigga, yeah, nigga, yeah. How about that? If you don't want to talk, then shut the fuck up and stop balling for Tory Lanez because he did not say who
Me
did
nah,
it.
but hold on. Me,
Because all of this shit,
what?
people don't want to keep it buck 50, dog. If me and my mans was in the car and shit went down, right? And I know it ain't me, it's him, but I'm not going to testify against him, then eat that. What you going to cry about?
Artist, what a CD. When we are talking about with your rights in
Yeah.
America with and Jamaica, it look like say um the rights don't yeah difference, bro, because my rights almost get violated in America. I almost get fucked, but my rights saved me and give me a big lawsuit,
That
and I didn't know I have a right.
a year situation, bro. Because it was on camera and you had footage and stuff, bro. But me I say
Oh,
to
okay.
you, say, bro, you have to all
Oh,
right, the
okay.
Central Park case when the youth them got prison. How much youth, someone come on, look how much youth in America got prison for nothing at all, brother. Much man still got
No,
prison for
no.
nothing, so they never commit, brother. How much man I win millions after coming out after 20, 30, a brother just come out after 45 years, brother. Brother,
No,
America,
CD,
you
no,
know,
CD, and no, CD, and that me a talk. Let me talk about with my rights. Me never know, say, right? Police could have fined weed, 33 pound of weed, and a them in a trouble. Remember, my weed, our weed.
brother,
And my rights
all right. What
save
about
me.
the hombre where them pull over and illegally open
Search.
the man chunk and go in there and find how much arsenal of weapons? They illegally obtained it. If you have an illegal warrant and no warrant and without cause, you go in at somebody else and you find a bomb or whatever, the bro, like, you can't use that, brother. You need
Yeah.
probable cause, you
True.
need subpoenas, you need to follow the proper stuff.
Yeah, hold on again, CD. Probable cause. Jamaica have that?
Of course.
Like, them have it, right?
Yeah.
So my next question over, you're right, when they say it was a murder commit, so so they have to go to a judge now to get the subpoena to suppress the evidence. That means say get the vice note them or whatever. So you think so them do it the right way or them just run go get it? I think them do it the right way.
And that's what I'm saying to you. I don't even know if that's a law in Jamaica. This is why it's so crazy, and it look like they never had that law in Jamaica where you
Oh,
needed to
okay.
subpoena.
Yeah, because you have to subpoena to carry go get digital and to list them up with me because digital is a private company. So you can't just go say, give me this or give me that because the people personal,
But
you know
you
what I
don't
mean?
need, but
Phone
you don't need,
record
but you don't need a subpoena.
for that. For that.
No, all right. Look at it like this, right? You don't need a subpoena because really and truly, this matter, the argument of the evidence being turned over is not a matter that should be on the prosecution. It's a civil matter of Vybz Kartel versus Digicel.
Okay, okay.
If a person, let's say you patient doctor privileges, right? And let's say prosecution went to the doctor and asked the doctor for your files, and the doctor gave the files up.
That's different. Yeah, that's
They're not
personal. That's different.
they're not illegally obtained, you know that, right? So the lawyer wouldn't be the one violating, the prosecution wouldn't be the one violating the privacy. It would be the doctor. So that's a lawsuit for the doctor. So if
I
Digicel,
give my personal information. Yeah,
yeah, so if
yeah,
Digicel
yeah,
violated Vybz Kartel them human rights, that is Digicel
yeah.
that shouldn't have turned over. Now, here's a question: was it a case that is it a case that the CTAC or whatever went into Digicel and physically took it without Digicel giving it to them?
No, that's impossible.
There you go.
Digital,
So
yeah,
that,
digital, it would have
so
to, yeah.
so that's why you
And
know
like you
usual mumbo
can go
jumbo.
start out a CD, yeah. You couldn't go like you start out a CD, no.
Them request it
Yeah,
and them
yeah,
request it
them
and get
request,
it. So the fact them request it and get it is not a question. It should be now the
yeah,
validity. You can't be saying they shouldn't have had it. They requested and got it. So
yeah.
the rights were violated. No, the rights weren't violated by the prosecution. They got the evidence. That is different. It's not like they broke into Digicel and got it. If they broke into Digicel, or they got it on a false pretense, because that's a possibility. Let's say they went to Digicel and they did not explain to Digicel fully why they were trying to obtain this information. And let's say Digicel was like, yo, oh, you want to check out if this or that, whatever reason. And then it's like it's a whole different reason. If they got it on a false pretense, then they misled.
Okay.
Um, so
This,
yeah, they were
what
keeping
if,
it on a
what
false
if,
pretense.
what is no CD? What if Jamaica justice system, you have to go by the law. If you're gonna use certain evidence to prosecute somebody, you have to subpoena it. You have to get a warrant, or you have to get it, whatever from the judge. What if the prosecutor never follow that and just going to go do that and
No,
get it?
nothing can go like that. Nothing can go like that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
You would have you need subpoenas for stuff like wiretaps,
okay, okay.
or take or going into somebody's personal, going into their homes and stuff like that. Where you the only way is probable cause is the only way you could. Or let's say you saw the person running into the house with a big gun,
Yeah.
then that's probable cause.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You
man,
know what
and
I'm
you're
saying?
right because if you have a big $1 million company like Digicel, you have to step to them correctly, and them now put themselves out there to get sued. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You
So,
want to make sure you have the correct paperwork.
so I
You see?
so
Yeah. So
yeah,
I understand what you say. But
because
like I
the
said, bro,
argument.
man, like I
I
said,
really the jury, I really the juror are the real question. All them other stuff they're just mumbo jumbo. Really and truly, are the jury possibly being tainted are the only ground them have standing on, because it's
that's,
literally really and truly tainted. There's no
yeah.
way around it. You cannot go the moment one of the jurors try to bribe the other jurors, that jury is tainted.
In America, that would be a mistrial, right, CD?
It could be a mistrial. I don't even know
So,
what you would do if you're the judge. Because here's the thing. You're gonna throw it, everything is gonna be fucked. The entire
yeah.
case.
What?
So
Yeah.
the judge would be processing the entire scope of it, knowing that if I go mistrial, these guys are gonna walk free. A mistrial is a victory for them. That is what the judge would be facing.
Hola. And I'm ready to breaking news. And I'm ready to come with them argument. Bumbleclad. Carter was sleeping with the CEO of this is why this is that's what I'm trying to get to that. And I'm
Bro,
thinking,
yeah, yo, I don't
I'm
know,
thinking,
yo.
mad man, them people.
Yo, y'all, yo, you fuck you go up on the internet,
Yeah, man, I'll be a fucker, man. Yo, bro, this is, bro, man. Damn, bro. Damn. When it comes to this CV, like, yeah, only for my dog them behind bar like Kartel in the store. Never look up. Star spot in my heart, dog. I know it feel. You know me, only for gangster. But that one, yeah,
why
that
you
yeah.
want gangsters to be freed? I don't understand. Criminals
You know,
should stay
my
behind
dog.
bars.
I'm a dog, them man, and he
So
don't
you
know
see
me,
what
you know.
I'm talking about, people here? We have an hypocrite right here.
Yeah, no, you said TV with no DNA. Come on, bro, you're right. I'm one of them.
Yeah, you see?
Until I want to know until my family get hurt, water that prison.
You know?
Oh, the judge will let him off on the pussy district. Yeah, yeah, say, but New York, now you don't say when they youngster for work. Oh, so, oh, yeah, what go on there, so? Oh, what go on, say New York? But me just a say, me just a say.
Hey,
So,
hold
yeah,
on. Let's see
man.
something to the chat. Rockstar, Kim, a lot of y'all are, even though Gaza, y'all are OGs on my channels. So I know it's rough right now. You know, it's a battle, but on this channel, y'all kind of have fair grounds in typing because nobody really have range on this channel because they have to get I level
Bumbo
membership to get
clad, they
in.
say the slugfest. Pussy
So
clip.
on have a war with all.
Yeah, jump it out of the
Either that, either that, or get to the membership, high level membership, and get to the weapon. You see what I
Yeah,
say? Because
it's fat.
basically, I just a beer knuckle, not beer knuckle it in the community area. When you want to get guns and want knife, get to the membership. And if
Man,
they,
they must slug it out,
you know what I'm saying, get your membership. You know what I mean? That's how it
bro.
is.
Bro, ah man, ah man, ah man, ah man, ah man. Like, bro, like this is the last straw for Kartel for no. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Like me
and
say,
he could what I'm saying. He has a good case with the jury, the tainting pool of the juror. And as I said, it's
yeah,
like the judge made his decision knowing that one day this would come up on a privy council. He knew.
yeah. Him never want
He
this in
was
a film
biased.
rap CV. I say, a bumbo class talk about make people walk free. Why people come with this? Make them. You
Let them deal with it.
yeah, yeah.
And
Wanna
by
deal with that?
then, the man them already literally face almost half the sentence. Well, Sean Stan them face half them
Yeah,
sentence already.
yeah,
So even
yeah.
if the
But
privy council overturn it, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they could sue and win. They wouldn't have a civil case to sue and win.
so right now, if them overturn it, that means that everything done, no retrial, nothing at all. Like just this, like
Nothing
what
they
happened,
would have
CV.
walked. But they couldn't
Okay,
actually, and they wouldn't actually try to sue. Because if they were try if they try to sue them dead in that show, because the man they would have go after them.
Jesus Christ. So that's yeah, just lick your wound and keep it moving.
That is
Yeah, I
it.
know
But
that. Yeah.
I think for Vybz Cartel, it's gonna be a lot worse because they're gonna try to, like, even if he was to walk free, they're gonna arrest him again for more murder charges, most likely.
Jesus Christ. Well, they're on mute looking at that.
Yeah, it is the inevitability of it for what they're accusing Vybz Cartel of being a mass murderer, a major gang leader. They're not gonna stop coming after him. So it's not like it's not like, yo, they already have many cases lined up against him. Trust me. Whether you know it or not. They even have they got one day. I think they're gonna go after him for is that a triple murder? Is it quadruple five? Like they got one crazy one that they probably planning on throwing on him, bro. Like, just know that one right there is looking like one they gonna try to throw on him. So, it's a lot. Who knows, bro? You know what I'm saying? Just letting y'all know it ain't gonna be no walk in the park. It's big ball game. It's gonna be big ball game out here. So those who don't know, those who are thinking, oh, it's gonna be whatever, whatever. No, it's gonna be big ball game, even if he walks free. I mean, chance are if he gets out, then he best leave Jamaica quick and fast. I don't know, seek asylum somewhere, get the hell out of Dodge because they're gonna go after him. I'm not just saying, like, you have to understand this stuff deep. So I don't know. As I said, I did this live because I'm concerned about our people. Everybody that says free Vibes Cartel, and to me, it gives a vibe where it seems like people don't really care. And I know we don't really care. We pretend like we care, but we really don't care. We do support murderers and killers, and we don't have a problem with them walking free. So I am saying, I don't want nobody telling me about them want crime and violence to stop. I don't want nobody acting like they care, bro, when I know people truly don't. People truly don't. It's like when I hear black people crying about racism like LeBron James and them, and I'm like, bro, stop. Stop. I don't want to hear no rich black person telling me about racism. Stop. Please. You live in a white fucking neighborhoods, big white fucking house here. Everybody in your neighborhood, 90% of the people in your neighborhood is white. Why you crying racism? Shit like that is bullshit, bro. Why you move away from the ghetto? Why you move away from black people when you as soon as you get rich? Why? Why? Why you do that? Why you do that? Why you do that? Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and even free Young Thug, like shit like that makes no sense. I mean, I used to be people like, yo, big up King Von, and then you see documentary that King Von was a freaking serial killer, and you're like, oh. No, after. And then a lot of these rappers who are literally bragging about killing people in their songs, and people be like, yeah, free my man, yo, free this, free that. And they're literally telling you they're murderers. A lot of people respect even Kevin, and it's like, bro, Kevin be like, yo, dog, he's about that life. These dudes are literally telling you they're about this life. They kill people. And people literally be like, yo, that's my man's, yo. And I'm just like, well, stop lying like y'all care. Then you have your soldier friends and your police friends, and you ask them, like, how much people have they killed? And like, yeah, I've killed this, I've killed that. Yeah, your friend is a murderer. Yeah. Your cousin, your uncle, your father, you know what I'm saying? But saying all of that to say, do we really care? No, we don't. And people need to stop acting like they do, because they don't. That's all I'm saying. So when every time I hear somebody saying, yo, free Vybz Kartel, I just literally say to myself, damn, they literally don't care if this man is guilty or innocent. They just want this man back on the road. In my mind, it's like, what if he is a fucking mass murderer? What if he is a Don? What if he is a gang leader? What if when he comes to road, he's gonna be back to his old ways and causing people to dead left, right, and center? Like, what if? That's a thought. But nobody really truly cares. Free the artists. The way I do, dog, world boss. And I'm just like, man, oh man, what a world we live in. A whole bunch of people that acts like they care, but they don't. At least I can tell you that I truly don't care. I have no faith in humanity. So go figure. You know what I mean? I can't I can't judge. I'm not judging. I'm just saying I'm not judging. We are all just it's either we are all bad people fighting for different causes. That's all it is. We're all bad people fighting for different causes. Causes like welcome to the world of darkness. Nobody no really better than none, so we can't try. Cause look at it. God forbid if it was Alkaline or Movado in that situation. Vendetta and Gully fans would be like, yo, free, 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 free. You understand me? And the Gaza people will be like, yo, Tana prison, Tana prison, Tana prison, because people pick them side, and once they pick them side, you already know the ball game go already. You see how this world works? You see how crazy it is. Just showing y'all how insane the freaking world is. Whether or not you want to accept it or not, that's the world we're living in, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody truly cares. See, people just acting like they care, pretending like they care. Really and truly, they don't. And that's on life. That's on everything. That's on everything. Um, you assume fuckery, right? I literally said we're all the same, bro. What is Word Boss fan talking about, bro? Bro, nobody judging you, bro. I just want you to take a look in the mirror and just accept what it is. As long as you're okay with it. As long as you can look in the mirror and say, yo, it's possible that I'm out here fighting for a murderer to walk free. I can look in and say, yo, what if I'm my brother or my sister or my family, them responsible for killing? Like, you know? If you can accept that, then I don't, J Mark. I can't have no faith in a mankind, dog. When man can chop off people head and kick it like ball and them thing there, bro. If you have faith in a mankind, bro, when they see what go on over Israel and what go on in a gap and Gaza, yeah, I say, yo, bro. Like, and when you see politicians arguing over sending guns and hate to this and bomb this and destroy that, and it's like, look at these demons. Look at these demons, yo, on both sides. Like, do they really care? No. It's just like, for some of the time, bro, if me really look into certain things, humanity is just bullshit. That's why them saying if AI becomes self-aware, them are kill humans first, Because humans are the worst, man. I tell you, no. Our propensity for evil is unlimited. There's nothing too evil. No evil is too much for us. No atrocity is too much for us. That's the reality. You know what I'm saying? No atrocity is too much for us. You see me? If Jesus could take Rome to Privy Council, he did. What do you mean? He did take it. But what happened? The decision was like, Palm Pilate, I said name right, he was like, nah, he washed his hands. So that did happen. You know what I'm saying? He went to the privy. That was the Privy Council. The privy does washed it. The privy washed the hands and say, yo, that. Him no want no part of it. And that, my friend, is the reality. Can't go around it. Anyhow, anybody else want to call in and say something real quick? Because I am not going to keep this one going for long. Especially my channel, this channel looking all dry, no soup. We have bag of people here, no super chat, no membership. Big up Lenora and big up Noob the God. Yeah, me now and there, so I chat up my throat roll for free and I entertain people because we look like. So we done gone 2 hours already. If nobody now drop no super chat or membership, yeah, that. You see me? Yeah, I am not obligated by any means to keep it going. So just to make you know, talk quick and fast, action over words. If you're not subscribed to the channel, because subscribe right now. At least subscribe. How much let me see what the subscription there right now. Big man thing. We at 940 people. Everybody subscribe. Let's get at least 80 people I watch, at least 60 people I watch right now when I subscribe. So everybody subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers right now. Can we at least get to 100? If we get 60 subscribers, I keep it going for another half an hour. So we have 5 minutes to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 943. We're at 943 right now. See how the ball game look here now. Yo, see if we can get to the 1,000 right now. 1,000. I wrote to 1,000 subs. By the way, I am proud of my new channels. They're growing pretty fast. And work I get put in. 146. Come on, people. 54 to go. $54 to go. Let's go. I think we have too many Gaza people over here and they don't want to subscribe. Gaza and Crux. They're in their feelings. And it's kind of crazy because they're allowed to comment here. There's nobody timing out anybody. There's nobody timing out. Everybody are type comfortable. There's no do you see any moderators in the chat? You see any wrenches? People free for talk. Unless you really are violate and then you have to get dirt. You see me? So I think this is a so-called safe space for y'all to, somewhat voice y'all opinion as long as we not go overboard and violate. So I think all of y'all should be subscribed. I don't know what y'all waiting on. Y'all are just someone I move bad mind, Someone I move like some little dirty bomb bad mind, and they just want for day or so. I wanna actually support the channel. What kind of dirty style them there? What kind of dirty style them there? Come on, man. Now rate them dirty style. Me saw there right now. Me see. Ja, no. 50 more to go, people. We at 950. We got 50 more to go. We're in a race right now, you know. We're in a race. Because dancehall news and reviews leading right now. It's at 980. It's at 950 right now. Okay? 980 versus 950. Yo, oh you go. Oh you go. Oh you go. Yo, I'm hungry. I'm ready for dinner, dog. Yo, me I think about people. Me I think about go to the store and go buy some sardine and make some seasoned rice. I could put some cabbage in it too. What if I buy cabbage, about 3 sardine? Yes, make a more whip a sardine in the rice. 3 sardine, cabbage in it, well seasoned up. What wanna say? Season.
TV,
Yo,
jump up for the live and I'm about dinner crowd and fuck me up, you're wicked. Later,
man,
me
that's
done.
the thing, man.
Ah,
That.
cool.
So me I say, people, I'm thinking about that. Yo, I think that would be nice in the evening. Yeah. That would be nice. Um, Charles says he believes that the privy will rule and in favor of Vybz Kartel them. That's a possibility. So we just have to see. It is gonna be devastating if it goes against them. So and it's gonna be devastating for the justice system if it's overturned. So however you take it, this one is gonna weigh heavy, and I am sure these chief justices, yeah, they got their work cut out for them. Lenworth, big up yourself, you know. Yes, a mixed vegetable. She said, "You want some mixed vegetable?" And I think, I just want some cabbage, yo. Just want some cabbage. Yeah, all right. Now I do it, you know. I go do it. Watch a guy store, burn up some food in the evening. But thing is, this if me cook about 6:30 before me I go get for sleep. And me go sleep 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, about 2 hours of sleep me I go get before going live on the Citadel later on. John no star. That's why I don't like to cook some my time, you know, man. Cause me cooking and take up time. I really affect my work schedule. So we at 954 people. We got 46 more to go. Start the prosecution argument, make the thing run up. Me, Dreadflex, I am trying not to play much of this because you're not supposed to play it. You're not supposed to use their content. You know, if you read their disclaimer, you're not supposed to be playing any of this stuff. So I am trying to avoid really playing. I just wanted to play Isaac Buchanan because he's, Vice Cartel attorney. That's why I played his stuff. I'm more interested in his argument and what he has to say. I am not really too keen on what everybody else is saying because I just want to know what Isaac is doing because he's been making a lot of big talk, like like he's gonna get this done, and I'm interested in seeing you know, because this is a career case for Isaac Buchanan. I assure you, if he gets Vibes Cartel off, bro, man, stock is gonna go through the roof, bro. Man, stocks is gonna go through the roof. I'm telling you. If him get that the man, if him can get the man off, bro, it's a wrap, dog. Isaac is gonna be the man, bro. So definitely looking forward to see what he's gonna do if he's gonna get them off. And yeah, that's gonna be nuts. Hold on. So hold on. I'm about to end this live. So let me get the link from Dancer News and Reviews. So everyone here can go watch this video where Ifrica is saying that massacre, and y'all want to go click, y'all gonna go watch this video right here, and also subscribe when you go over this link. Everybody click on this link right now. and subscribe. I want to say thank y'all for watching. Tomorrow we'll be live again, covering the rest of this case and talking about it again. So love and respect to everybody. And please, everyone, click this link and go watch this video right now. Also drop a comment, also drop a like and subscribe. Thank y'all for stopping by. Love and respect.